Let me ask you something. What's the first thing you do when you wake up? You grab your phone, right? And the last thing, before you sleep, you put your phone down. Beat. How many times do you check it during the day? 50 times? 100? Probably more. And yet, there's this strange emptiness inside. You're tired all the time. Sleep never feels like enough. Nothing really excites you anymore. Pause. You sit with your friends, but you're scrolling. You eat your food, but you're watching something. You're never fully here. Serious pause. This is not laziness. This is not a lack of willpower. This is your brain, caught in a trap. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what's happening inside your head and how in just 7 days, you can reset everything. Scientifically, completely. Let's begin. First, let's understand what's actually going wrong. Deep inside your brain, there's a chemical called dopamine. This is the chemical that makes you feel good. When you achieve something, dopamine. When someone laughs at your joke, dopamine. When you eat something delicious, dopamine. This system has existed for millions of years. When early humans hunted, worked hard, survived danger, they got a dopamine reward. Hard work first, reward after. But today, pick up your phone, dopamine. Get a notification, dopamine. Someone likes your post, dopamine. Keep scrolling, dopamine. Every single 30 seconds, reward with zero effort. And your brain notices this. Your brain says, this is way too much dopamine. I need to protect myself. So what does it do? It starts shutting down the dopamine receptors. The little antennas that catch dopamine start switching off. Fewer receptors means the same thing that made you happy before doesn't work anymore. That's why sunsets feel boring. That's why meeting friends feels like effort. That's why you pick up a book and put it down in 2 minutes. Your brain has forgotten how to feel normal happiness. Now let's talk science in simple words. Inside your brain, there's a system called the reward pathway. Think of it like a highway. Dopamine travels along this highway every time you feel pleasure. When you do something meaningful, something real, the highway runs smoothly. Everything feels good. But when you flood this highway with fake, constant rewards, the road gets damaged. The receptors get exhausted and your brain does something else. It raises your cortisol levels. Cortisol, the stress hormone. That's why you feel anxious when your phone isn't near you. That's why 10 minutes without a screen feels genuinely uncomfortable. That's why you can't fall asleep, because the blue light from your phone is destroying melatonin, the chemical that makes you sleepy. And here's a fact that should stop you cold. A 2024 study found the average human attention span is now shorter than a goldfish. Goldfish, 9 seconds. Humans, 8 seconds. Yeah. That's real, but, and this is the most important, but your brain is neuroplastic. It can change, it can rebuild, it can rewire itself, and in just 7 days, the very first signs of recovery begin to show. Day 1. You wake up, your hand automatically reaches for your phone. Well, stop it. Just stop it. First 30 minutes, no phone. Drink water. Look outside. Just sit. It will feel incredibly boring. Your brain will feel restless, almost itchy. That restlessness, that's withdrawal. That's your brain showing you how dependent it had become. Day 1's only goal is simple: survive. Day 2 is actually harder. Boredom hits its peak. Hours feel like they're moving in slow motion. You don't want to do anything. Here's what you do. Step outside. Without your phone, just 5 minutes. You and the real world. For the first time in a while, your brain gets genuine stimulation. Not fake, not digital, real. You might feel a tiny spark, barely noticeable, but it's there. Something shifts on day 3. Something small, you make your morning tea, and it tastes actually good. Someone talks to you, and you actually listen. That's your brain's receptors beginning to open back up. For the first time, you think, maybe this is actually working. Day 4, the biggest test. A moment will come when your mind says, just one look, one notification, 1 minute. This is the moment everything depends on. Here's a trick that actually works. Delay the urge by just 10 minutes. Do anything else for 10 minutes. Most of the time, the craving disappears on its own. Because urges are like waves. They rise, they peak, and they fall. You are bigger than the urge. Day 5, you notice something beautiful. You're having a conversation with someone, and halfway through, you realize you never thought about your phone, not once. Your brain just got dopamine from a real human connection. Deep, genuine, meaningful, No app can replicate that feeling. On day 6, time disappears. You're reading, or creating, or writing, and suddenly 2 hours have passed. That is called a flow state, the state where your brain is completely absorbed in something real. This is dopamine in its purest form, and it only comes when you do real work. No shortcut gets you here. Day 7, you wake up, phone is not in your hand, and you're not anxious about it. You make your tea, you look at the morning light, and for the first time in a long time, something feels settled, quiet. Your brain is the same, you are the same, but something has shifted. There's a stillness inside that wasn't there before, a satisfaction with no particular reason. That is the real reward. That is what your brain was always capable of feeling. You just had to clear the noise to find it. So what actually changes after 7 days? Research tells us sleep improves because melatonin levels normalize without screen interference. Focus returns. Tasks that felt impossible start feeling manageable again. Mood stabilizes. Small frustrations stop feeling like catastrophes. Real joy comes back. Simple moments start feeling meaningful again. Anxiety drops because cortisol levels begin to fall. All of that in just 1 week. Now imagine 1 month, 3 months, a year. Your brain doesn't need more stimulation. It needs less noise and more meaning. Here are 5 simple rules to follow. Rule 1, no phone for the first 30 minutes after waking up. Rule 2, no screens for 1 hour before sleeping. Rule 3, replace one scroll session each day with a physical activity. Walk, stretch, cook, anything real. Rule 4, eat at least one meal completely without a screen. Rule 5, spend 20 minutes outside with no phone. Just you and the world. That's it. 5 rules, 7 days. I want to leave you with one thought. Your brain is not broken. It was just overfed, fed with cheap rewards, fed with constant noise, fed with the illusion of connection. The real version of you, the focused one, the calm one, the creative one, that person is still in there. They're just waiting for the noise to stop. So tomorrow morning, when you wake up, don't reach for your phone. Just for 30 minutes, that's all. One small choice. 7 days. One completely different brain. You already know what to do. If this made you think, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you want more content like this, you know what to do.